G'day guys and girls, welcome back to the channel, old mate here. Today I'm going to run through the combat system in Anthem, specifically how to chain, or not necessarily chain, how to achieve combos in combat. So here you can see I have my Ranger up on screen, and I'm going to run through the basics real quick. So basically what you're going to need is what's called a primer first off. So a primer is something that will apply a debuff to the enemy. So you're probably thinking, what the hell am I saying? Let me show you. So how to play combinations and effects. So you can see here there are four effects you can apply to the enemies in Anthem. Fire, ice, electrical, and acid. So down the bottom here it'll explain a little bit better in TLDR basically. When an enemy has an effect on them, shown as a nameplate icon, launch a combo with a weapon or gear that have combination properties. Different types of combos and effects will produce damaging results. So if you have a quick read, so fire will set an enemy on fire, obviously causing them to burn and take additional damage over time. Ice will freeze an enemy, restricting their movement for the duration of the effect. Electrical electrifies enemies and turns them into conduits that disperse arcs of electricity and shock nearby enemies. Acid lowers an enemy resistance and increases their damage vulnerability. So basically, you can see on my Ranger, I have what are called Venom Darts. Now, the Venom Darts will apply obviously an acid debuff on top of the enemy, hence priming the enemy. Now the way you'll know this is, funnily enough, it doesn't actually show it on the screen currently. I believe this is a small bug in Anthem currently, and I'm sure it's getting addressed. But what I mean is, you can see, we'll need to back out of here. If we go into grenades and go to, say, the Inferno grenade. So next to the Inferno grenade, you can see the circle icon with the dot in the middle. That is an indicator to us that it is a primer. So the Inferno grenade, if it was to be thrown upon enemies, would debuff the enemies with a fire debuff. Hence, you are priming the target. Once the debuff is applied, you could then use anything that is a detonator. So you can see here, for instance, the Pulse Blast has a star icon next to the name. Now that star is telling us that it is a detonator. And if you read the description below it, it will also tell you this. So you can see down there, Pulse Blast, after a charge up period, blasts pulse of raw energy, impact combo. What does this all mean? Well, each Javelin have different combo abilities. So they're not all the same, they are unique to each Javelin. So the Ranger will deal extra bonus damage to a single target on top of your ability. The Colossus will deal extra bonus damage to all targets in proximity. The Storm will spread the elemental debuff to all targets in proximity. And the Interceptor will inherit an aura buff. And it's based on the status or the effect that you have dealt out to the enemy. So I'll get into some gameplay here, enough chit chat, and I'll show you exactly what I mean firsthand. Man, I love that intro. Righto, let's find us some enemies. Righto. So to further explain what I was saying as well in the tower, you can see down the bottom right your abilities on the screen there. And if you'll notice, on each ability, you get the same symbol appear. So for instance, my Acid Darts, although in the menu did not tell us that it was a primer, you can clearly see that it has the primer symbol next to them. The same goes for your melee ability actually, and this is unique to each Javelin and changes depending on which Javelin you're using. So for instance, the Ranger melee ability is also a primer, and I'll prove to you exactly what I'm trying to say. So the idea here is you want to apply the debuff first using your primer, then use the detonator to set the target off. So there's the acid. Oh, okay, I'm a bit too strong for those targets. Let's try and find someone a bit bit harder.
Scorpions have a nest nearby.
Luckily for us, there's a world event happening.
Scorpions, you need to clear the nest.
Okay, so here are some scorpions. So if I apply the acid debuff, you can see it appear above their head. There we go, we achieved the combo. Same goes for the melee ability, so... Okay, I'm a bit too strong for that scorpion. Okay, unfortunately I'm a bit too strong for these enemies. I maybe should have set the difficulty a bit higher for this demonstration. But you can see what I was saying before. I mean, we can go again with the acid debuff. And we achieve the combo.
We've got more company headed this
So I hope
way.
that did explain exactly what I was trying to say earlier on with the combo system. Hope this did help. If you did find that it helped, be sure to drop a like on the video, let other people know you found it helpful. And I'll try my best to drop some more informative videos on the channel, especially towards the Anthem. I really do enjoy this game. I think it's got great potential. I think the speed at which BioWare have addressed some of the issues already, I mean, we're still in early access, is just, it's really good. It shows that they genuinely care about this title, and I feel like they want it to succeed, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, guys, I'll leave you with a nice little ultimate here with the Javelin. Man, I love that. The animations in this are great. Alright, guys. Thanks for tuning in. All the best. Take it easy.